Welcome to another vlog video. In this video, I don't really have no plan. Again, I don't really have no rhyme. I don't really have no reason. We're just exploring today and seeing what we can see on the road. It's Tuesday. It's hot out. Nice day to be outside. So that's what we're doing. Just gonna spend the day outdoors in this beautiful weather. Oh wow, take a look at this motor. Wow, that's very small. That's one of the smallest trailers I ever seen. I think it may be a camper even, to where you get inside and you camp. I think that's what it is. So yeah, that was a small little camper behind that car right there. And of course, I got the entire team with me right here. The whole squad is here. We're ready for a good vlog video. Don't know what we're gonna see or what we're going to explore. I got some water here with me to stay hydrated because it's really hot. So that house is vacant. I was ordered to leave. I don't know if you can see that. I can't zoom in. Order to vacancy. I wonder what's wrong with that house. I mean, it looks nice from the outside, but I guess they had to vacate the property or something. There's a restaurant right across there. People go eat and stuff. Here's a nice little vegetable garden. They're growing some tomatoes or tomatoes, or however you pronounce them, wherever you're from. You say tomato, I say tomato. They got green ones. Right there, some green tomatoes. And then the red ones, you can tell they're not ready yet. They're still growing because of sides and everything. But all I know is that they're growing a tomato right here besides this church. Again, I like tomatoes. Tomatoes are pretty good on a lot of different things, for real. You can have them on your taco, on your burger. You can just about have them wherever you want to, really. Look at this nice right here. A nice little statue of an angel praying. That's the Partying church right there. Dang, that's a big church. Now, for those who don't know, I used to be homeless back a little bit ago. And right now we're passing the homeless shelter that I used to stay at when I was homeless. And I'm not gonna aim the camera at it too long, but here is the shelter I was staying at. Right there, this big building that has like, I don't know how many people, but a lot of people. And I was staying right up there in that room, right there. And they have a goal that they want to reach so they can add more to the facility. I think that's awesome. Bunch of homeless people around, you know, that need places like that. So hopefully they're able to reach their goal and able to add on to more facilities and more buildings so they can help more homeless people out. But that is the building that when I was homeless, right there. And there's a story that I want to say, but I think I'll save that for a little bit later. Right now we're just walking. Right there, if you can see, here's the police building, court building. Let me get across the street right here so I don't get hit. Maybe jaywalking, but if you look right over there, like right there in that corner, that's where the police station is. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody not getting nowhere. I like the theme song to that intro of Cops. But that's the Masipsasol building. I know I messed up that word pretty bad, but it is what it is. I can't really pronounce words too good, but you know, I work with what I can. There's the John Clinzy court building. So you got court building there, and you got one right there. Two different ones right beside each other. And if you look over here, you see the big clock that goes off, I found out, every single hour. So we should be hearing it. We should be hearing it on the hour, every hour. It should be ringing off. Right over there, you got music building. Right over there. Go by you, I guess they have like guitars and such. Try to get across the street here without getting hit by a car. It's awfully busy out today. But again, it's a beautiful Tuesday. So I just have to be quick when I'm crossing the street. Okay, there we go. Alright. Got a shop here that serves breakfast. Breakfast all day. That's nice to know. So if you want some breakfast, come here to Michael's and get some breakfast. I like breakfast. Some sausage, eggs, bacon, biscuits. It sounds pretty good. Here's the welcome center for visitors when you get some information if you're visiting in town. Here's the hours. You can't see because that bush is in the way, but that's fine. There's another Tocantins County, Wayne County open. It's just a bunch of pamphlets and stuff where you go in, you know, you get those little tiny book things that they have. That's all that is. Here's some, you can get gravestones for your loved ones. Oh wait, classic memorials. Yeah, there's a barber shop. Look how big these flowers are. Look, I think these may be paper mache flowers that people actually created. Wow. Look how big this yellow one is. Wow, there's another orange one. Orange, yellow, that's pretty cool. Wow, there's a lot of these buildings are old and really just not non-optional. Chinese place right here. Get you some Chinese food. Yum. This pumpkin. I need to get me a pumpkin so I can carve me a jack-o'-lantern. It's spooky season coming up, which actually spooky season is tomorrow. We made it, folks. We made it. Spooky season is tomorrow. There's a nice memorial over there on that wall. I'm gonna get over there and film that too. How you know that it's a hot day whenever the hair sticks up, curls up on me. An artist drew this on the wall. I'm trying to, on those bottles right there. Somebody drew that on the wall. That's pretty cool. Right there, I don't know because the sun is blocking me a little bit, but I gotta stand back. Hopefully I'm getting this on camera. I don't know if I am because the sun's directly shining bright out today, but somebody made some cool bottle artwork up against the wall. Right there. Then when you turn directly around from that, you got the Alley Cats Marketplace with the Siamese twin cats right up in there. And they painted right over on this wall also. Nice little cat there. With some blue and shade up there. Oh wow, take a look at this painting. This is pretty cool. Look at that. Talented art piece right there. Wow. I like how they merged the colors almost together. As you can see, you got like purple, blue. See a little bit green, well, green in it there, a yellow. Looks like Bob Ross himself painted that. Go inside and see what they have inside here. Oh, at the Fresh Market. It's an art store. We got all the cool pumpkins and everything up here. There are their hours, so if you're nearby, come visit. Oh wow, hi.
That they didn't get to go.
Oh wow, so they got all types of different stuff in here. A lot of cool different stuff. A lot of art stuff. Look, there's Pennywise. There's the Jack, I think, from the Nightmare of Christmas. We got some cool Halloween spooky season. Is tomorrow, October 1st. So this is all art projects. Oh, there's some college football teams and also some NFL teams. And also can't forget the Buckeyes. Go Buckeyes. Indians. Ohio Bobcats. That we put a whooping on. Steelers. If you're Steelers fans, we got some Steelers stuff in there. Wow. So it's actually pretty cool inside this building. This is the first time I've ever been in here. I'm just looking around. Look at this painting. Got that horse. And you got like a bunch of cool knickknacks and stuff like that. You got them. Oh, right over here, the T. Look at those paintings up on the wall. Those are really cool. I like those a lot. Very unique paintings, if you ask me. I like it. Right here they got a coffee. I think this may be free. I'm not sure. It's tea and coffee, but I'm not drinking either because it's hot out today, so don't want to drink any tea or hot stuff, but they have that. I guess it's free. I don't know. I also have some painting from local artists, I believe. Like these paintings right up here. These may be from local artists. Wow. They did a pretty good job with all this artwork. Very cool. There's the pumpkin guy. How you doing, bud? You just punkining around? All right. I didn't have no puns, so that was my pun. This must be the place. This must be the place for artwork. A lot of cool stuff in here. Because what I'm showing is just the surface of what this place has to offer. Check out that painting of that. I believe that may be a cat or maybe a tiger, but it's a cool drawing. They have a bunch of art stuff in here. Beautiful. Oh. You get the Pumpkin King and the pumpkin artist right there. Wow. They got some honey. A lot of different honey. Right there. You know, oh, I like honey. That's raw honey too. Wow. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they get these from local bees. Local bee farms. They have all types of honey. Winnie the Pooh, probably. This might be one of Winnie the Pooh's favorite shops right here. Because they got all types of different kinds of honey. Oh, I like this one a lot. It kind of feels like comfort painting, you know, things like that, the warm comfort feeling. Wow, look at these glasses right here. Take a look how cool these are. Whole handmade glasses, guys. I like this dragon right here that they have. I also got these. You can hang out. I think you hang these either on your window or on your door. I'm not 100% sure, but they got a hummingbird right there. And here's some more Halloween spooky stuff. Oh, check out those candles. Then you got some signs. May all your pumpkins plop. Happy fall, y'all. And the leaves are falling. Wow. Check out these different plates. Oh, I like this one. Believe in spooky things. Definitely Halloween. That's only $5. Wow, that's cheap. I might have to buy that. That's pretty cool. Welcome to our haunted farmhouse. So wow, those plates are really cool. I don't even know if you eat off those plates, babe. They might be just for decorations, honestly. You might just want to buy them and just like hang them up around your house. Look how creepy this doll is. If there was ever a haunted doll, this would be one of them. Look. And for you nostalgic folks, you know, they got some old time, I don't even know, play desk. Jimi Hendrix right there. Probably one of the best guitar players that ever lived. And of course, the Beatles. I think those are the Beatles. Maybe they're not the Beatles. I don't know who that band is. But I think it was the Beatles. And they got old time disc players right here. We got Elvis the King himself. Just all types of different. See, I'm so young that I don't even know what they used to call these back in the day, but I think they're like those disc things that spin around on a disc player. I strongly come check them out if you're in New Philadelphia. There's a performing arts center right here. Lacey's Performance Arts Center. You got a happy Halloween sign on the door, which spooky season is tomorrow. There I am. Hi, Derek. Hi. Wow, check out this cool painting right over here, guys. Another cool painting from an artist. From the Performing Arts Center. I like how they use the blue, the green, the yellow, and the orange. Pretty cool artwork right there. Whoo! It's a hot one out today, folks. Right across the street is Bite a Bumble, a restaurant. There's a lot of paintings on the wall that are done by artists in this town, and there are a lot of cool too. Check out this memorial that a artist did on this wall. Wow. Pretty cool artwork right there. This must have took a long time. Look at the different patterns that they used to paint this. I don't know how long that took, but it must have took a long time, surely. Just because all the different colors and all the different designs and everything. Whoever did it did a pretty good job. Here's a door that's not in use anymore, I don't think. I don't even know what this guy is from. Warhammer. Never even heard of that game. Just Warhammer all across that, but definitely heard of Pokemon. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. There's Mike Puglowski from Monsters Inc. Not scaring kids anymore, ain't that right, Mike? You're making them laugh, because making them laugh gives you more energy. And that's just the gaming shop right here. Mad Bros. There's another Pokemon. And when I was a kid, I loved Pokemon, but then I kind of grew out of it pretty fast. I was never really into playing big Pokemon card games. I would play the video games, but never the card game. Daily Grind, where you coffee shop, where you can get some coffee. Daily Grind Calf. There's an old movie theater right across the street where I want to get to, but I'm gonna have to basically jaywalk across the street. So, shh, don't tell nobody. Now, here's an old time movie right here. This movie theater has been here for like 50 plus years. It's the Quaker. They only have 2 movie theaters that you can watch movies from. Right now they're playing The Senior. Never even heard, wait, actually I have seen the trailer for this movie. Don't look like my type of movie, but you know, maybe if you saw the trailer, maybe if you like it. But this movie theater has been here for 50 plus years. That's a long time. So I've been inside before. The movie theaters are small. But yeah, right there's the movie theater, and inside the construction stand where you get your popcorn and pop. It's a small movie theater, you know, so you know, there's not really much, but it looks like they're playing The Senior on both screens. I don't know why. There's better movies. There should be better movies out than that. I can walk across the street now. Right there's Jim's place. I believe that's where you go to drop off your clothes for the homeless. Look at this fella hanging up there on the window. Oh, look at that. Trunk or treat. Huh. Right here, this banner, check it out. Trunk or treat. October 26th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Huh. Well, on West High Street. Maybe I'll come down here and do some trick-or-treating. Look, I'm a big believer. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can go trick-or-treating. Put on the costume. Go out trick-or-treating. Some people may find it weird for adults, but not me. Halloween's for everybody, just not for kids. Alright, I can still go trick-or-treating. Okay. Maybe I'll go as a big baby this year. If you're homeless, you can come here and get some free. Every Tuesday they have free meals. Everyone is welcome. So not just if you're homeless, it's for the community. They have a super table. I never ate here before. I'm assuming maybe it's just soup and sandwiches all the time. I don't know. I never ate there, but every Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So feeding the community. Great things. Pretty cool. Strongsburg. Celebrating 250th celebration. Founded in 1772. Wow, that was a long time ago. Then look at, again, there's a lot of artists that come around here and paint on these walls, and they're really cool. Some flowers right there. There's a place I wanted to head to in this video. But before I get there, I want to give a little bit backstory. As you saw earlier in the video, I was homeless at one point. And whenever I was homeless, you know, I would just hang around town. And wait, hold on, I gotta do this. Look. Someone put hot chest scotch right there. So I gotta do the hopscotch, right? I gotta do it. It's been a while. Huh. 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 All right, that was my attempt at hopscotch. It's been a while since I did hopscotch, but it was there, so I decided to do it. Probably when I was homeless in this town. Oh, something smells really good, man. Oh, it smells like chicken. But anyway, when I was homeless in this town, I would go out and I would just walk around and, you know, just hang out wherever, do whatever. And there's a supposedly haunted building that is in New Philly that was along the train tracks where sometimes I would hang out. And I kid you not, one time, now I think this was just a regular person, but it was kind of spooky nonetheless. I was hanging out down by the railroad tracks, down by this haunted building. And, you know, I was just down there by myself, just hanging around. And all of a sudden, I look behind me, and there's like this construction person just standing there, just like this. Just staring directly at me, not saying anything, not barely moving, just staring at me. And my first thought was, well, this is just a random guy, you know, a random construction worker. And so I went on about my business. I literally just looked at him. He looked at me, not saying anything. And then when I looked back, not even for like 30 minutes, for like 30 seconds or less than a minute, that I looked back behind me just to see if the guy is still staring at me. And he's not there anymore. He just totally disappeared, not in front of my eyes. He just wasn't there anymore. And when we get to the spot, you're going to see why this is creepy. Why it was creepy to me. Because the way you walk, I didn't have my back turned to this person for a long time. So if he was just walking away, I would see him walking away. Is the point I'm trying to make, which is why this is a little bit creepy. Now, it could be that maybe he's just a fast walker, right? Look at that. Again, you get all type of these artists that come up here and paint on these walls, and they really do a good job. But anyway, back to the story. So I only turned my back for like not even a minute, guys. And as soon as I turned back around, this person was gone. Like, he was not there. He did not vanish in front of my eyes. And the way the haunted building is by the railroad tracks, I should have seen him. I should have seen him walking away from me. But I didn't see him walking away from me. Now, it could be that he's just a fast walker, which honestly, I think it is. I don't think I saw a ghost. But then after that experience, you know, I talked to some of my friends about some construction guy that was staring at me down when I was at the railroad tracks. They said, oh, well, no, that building beside the railroad tracks, that's actually haunted. And there was a construction worker that apparently died there in a work accident. And I was like, what, for real? And they were like, yeah, man, you might have saw a ghost. Now, do I think it was a ghost? No, I do not think it was a ghost. I think it was just a normal person just working there, but he didn't say anything to me, which was kind of weird. I mean, he was just standing there staring at me. So why he didn't say anything, why he was just standing there, I don't know. But all I know is as soon as I look behind me, he's gone. And I'm like, surely I'd be able to see this guy walking away from me, right? After just standing down there. Because again, I wasn't looking away that too long. No, less than a minute, guys. Probably like 30 seconds. And poof, he was gone. Just like Puff the Magic Dragon. So was it a ghost that I saw, or was it just a construction worker? I think it was just a construction worker. I don't think it was a ghost. Is that place haunted? I don't know. That could be just a rumor that is going around town that it's haunted, but I just found that that was kind of a scary experience for me, because it was unnerving having this strange guy staring at me, you know, while I'm just going on about my day. I think it was just a person working there. Why I didn't see that person, because again, only like 30 seconds tops before I looked back behind me just to see if the person was still staring at me, but he wasn't there anymore. I didn't see him walking away. Maybe he's a fast walker. Personally, I just think it was a person, but it could have been a ghost. I mean, who knows? The haunted building is right beside the railroad tracks. And that's what we're going to check out today, guys. We're going back to the same spot. We're going to go back to the railroad tracks. We got a guy up there sitting on top of the rooftop. Down low, you got Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown. You crazy Charlie Brown. Got Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin. And look at this one. Charlie Brown. The reason why I bring that up is because right now I'm gonna head back to that same location, to that same haunted old building, and I'm gonna find out the truth. Was that a ghost, or was that just a construction worker person? All right, so this is the way down that I got down here before. So let's just go ahead and go down. There is somebody's house right there. Hopefully they don't come out and yell at me. But this is the way I got down, guys. This, look. I'm walking down here. I don't think oh, there's the building. The building's still here, guys. I can see it. This building. This is supposedly the haunted building right here. Supposedly this building is haunted by a worker who died here. And this is where I was at. Right down here on these railroad tracks, where I would hang out whenever I used to be homeless. And it looks like somebody else might be down here too. I might not be down here alone. There looks like some homeless people that's been down here. But this is it. This is the building right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get into the building. I just don't know. But there are some chairs down here, so maybe there are homeless people. It looks like there may be homeless people who live down here. Let's get closer. Oh, there is a way into the building, but I don't know if I can get around. If I can get around, maybe I can get inside the building, like right through there. I don't know. Should I try to get inside the building? But this is supposedly the haunted building where the construction worker died. And this is the same exact building where supposedly I saw the ghost. But as you can see, this looks kind of different. Huh. But as you can see down here, there's nowhere really for that person to walk. Now, it didn't look exactly like this. This walkway was more clear and there was a better path for you to walk on. But I guess the years that have gone by on this building, it's just gave away. But back when I was homeless, there was an easier walkway, so that person could have walked. Before we do any investigations, maybe I can sneak inside. I don't know if I can get inside, guys, but I'm gonna try to get inside. I'm gonna try to explore this just a little bit further. It's fenced off, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get in. Well, there is a little bit of hole right here. Actually, look at this. Should we go for it? Let's go for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna sneak in right here. There's an opening in the fence. Oh my gosh. Just being back here is kind of spooky, because if this place really is haunted, we may see a ghost. We may not. I don't know. I don't know if I want to jump down though. Oh, you know what? But if I go this way and jump in through this window right over here, I got to be extremely careful. I do not want to fall. I'm holding on to the fence here. Well, we're about to go down here and check this out, guys. So look, if you look right here, on this hill is caving in. So I have to mind my step and be extremely cautious. I'm sure there's like glass bottles down here and stuff. But just being back here is kind of spooky, honestly. I'll show you where I saw that construction worker, which I think it was just a worker. Just probably staring at me, probably just seeing what I was doing. But apparently this is haunted. I'm trying to get to where maybe I'll go upstairs. I don't know if I want to go upstairs, honestly. Then I got to go all the way back in here. I don't able to find a place in the fence where it was open. So, oh my gosh, I got to be extremely careful here. This is where I'm probably going to make my, right there. If I can get down there, I'm going to check it out. Okay. Oh, the camera's going to be on the dirt. Oh. Look. Will I be able to crawl up out of here? I should be able to. Let's go in. Oh my gosh. Okay. Honestly, I'm getting weird vibes being in here. I'm kind of getting scared, even though it's broad daylight out. I don't know how much further I want to go in, but there's like drawing paintings all over the wall. And plus, I think this may be trespassing. I'm not sure. But I'm actually inside the building where supposedly I may have saw that ghost. It's an abandoned building. Okay, so there is that out there. Look, there's a staircase that leads up. Let's explore the second level. I don't know though, because look at those walls up there. I don't know if that floor will break through or not. I have no idea. I'm actually trying to do this right now. Okay, so it doesn't go, so it's not that big of a building like I thought. There is the outside. Just it's a little bit darker in there, so it makes it a little bit eerie. But this is the shop where, I don't know exactly where it happened, but apparently it happened somewhere in this building that a construction worker lost their lives. And this building probably is condemned to get destroyed at some point. But look, somebody left some stuff right here. Wow. Okay, I don't want to move on in the opening because I don't want to be seen by any construction workers because I don't technically believe if I'm supposed to be in here or not. So I'm trying to keep it on the low. What you got is a lot of graffiti. People come up here and graffiti these walls. Someone even drew an alien. There's just a lot. My feelings right now, I'm kind of unsettled, if I'm being completely honest. There's a bunch of glass everywhere too, so I gotta mind my stuff. Hopefully none of this glass goes through my foot, but I don't know. If you look right here, just glass on the floor, right there. Look at all that glass. Just glass everywhere. I want to try to avoid stepping in that as much as possible, so I'm gonna go around the glass, but wow, I don't know where all that glass is from. And all this, like, people just, like, threw their bottles or something, you know, but I don't know. This is an old building. Right here's the elevator shaft. So you would get in this elevator right here, and it would take you up to the second floor. I hope I don't get spotted being down here. I could go to jail or something. But look. It went all the way up to the second floor. Now, obviously, this is an old building. There's nothing around here. I don't know. Being in here, honestly, it gives me weird vibes. And I honestly do not want to go up these steps. I'm kind of freaking out. I do not know what the ceiling is like. The floor panels, I could fall through. I don't know if it's a risk I'm willing to take, and I'm walking right through the glass. Do not want to do that. I don't know if I want to go up these stairs. It looks terrifying up there. My vibes are spooky vibes. But we came this far. We got to explore, right? Hopefully there's like no homeless or anybody in here that's like evil person. I don't know, man. Okay. So we're going to walk up these stairs then. I don't even know if I want to walk on these stairs because who knows how long if these steps will fall right through. I may be making a big mistake. Honestly, just going slowly up these stairs is terrifying. I have my hand up against the wall because I do not want to fall through. Wow, look at all these papers. I don't know. I'm getting nervous, guys. I don't want to fall through the floor, man. I don't know if there's like a... Oh my gosh, that wall is... I'm getting scared. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm pushing myself forward, though. Wow. Here's the upstairs. Wow, it goes all the way back in there. But like I've been saying, I don't know if I want to go because I don't know what the floorboards are like. They're really old and they're really moldy, and I could easily fall through. Well, let's see if anybody's up here. Is anybody up here? Look at this old file cabinet. I don't want to stick this stuff into the floor. Supposedly there's a, look at that artwork over there. Let's, you know what? We gotta risk it for the biscuit. It feels like it might be flawed, but I gotta be careful. One wrong step for me, and I'm dropping all the way down to the bottom, and I'm gonna be seriously hurt. Luckily, I have my phone, so if that happens, I guess I'll just dial 911. I'm not more nervous about the ghost at this point. I'm more nervous about actually falling through the floor. I actually do not want that to happen. So that's what I'm more scared of at the moment than any ghost. But look, somebody can know. So there were people up here. So maybe I don't have to, maybe I'm just being a scaredy cat. Because these people came up here and drew on the wall that alien. Wow. Look at this, man. I don't know. I'm getting like a weird feeling all of a sudden that just came over me. I don't like being in this building. I'm just going to be completely honest. I'd rather just leave. But I got to do it. So I can say I conquered this haunted building. That supposedly I seen a construction worker. Okay. So that I'm not going all the way back in here, but look. Hopefully I don't get caught being in here either, because I don't know if I'm supposed to be in here. Wow, so this was an old building. Well, okay, these floors feel unstable. But people come up in here and they draw in here. I don't know what else they do in here. Okay, well, the floor creaked a little bit. Okay, the floor is creaking. I'm more nervous about falling through here than the ghost at this point. I do not want to fall through this floor. That would totally suck. I'd probably die and get wrecked. This floor is creaking a lot. There's a twisted T, so people were up here. Hopefully there's nobody up here right now that wants to cause harm. But there's a shoe. Supposedly, this is the building, guys, that I am in, that is supposedly haunted. A worker supposedly died here. We just went around. There's a staircase right over there. I wonder where their staircase goes. I do not want to step on that. And there's a ton of broken glass everywhere and just debris filled everywhere. So that's the way outside. We're not going that way though. We're gonna go out the same way we came in. Oh, okay. I feel a little bit more confident walking through here, but these are still ghost vibes. So let's try to see if we can see that construction worker. Is there anybody in here? Is the construction worker that supposedly died in this building, are you in here? If so, please make yourself known. Okay, that's just the wind. Honestly, that scared me a little bit because there's books over here. There's all kinds of paper and stuff. But that paper started to turn, but the window is open, so that was just the wind. That kind of scared me. I don't know what's on this book though. What is this like? Yeah, see, look, here's the paperwork for this company. I don't know how long ago this building was. Here's some words. If we donate, rebuild our manufactured Wi-Fi, soon expect to pay vending machine cost. Look, I wonder why they left all this paperwork up here. Like, why? Did they leave this building in a hurry? I don't know how long ago this building was operating. But look at all these cabinets. There's probably like, I don't know, paperwork on people up here. Or something. I keep hearing noises. I don't know if that's noises from hearing noises, but I don't know if that's like noises from people outside or if it's like a ghost, but I keep hearing like walking noises almost outside the building, not inside. I don't know what that is. We're gonna give this ghost one more chance and I'm getting the heck up out of here because honestly, I don't like being in this building. I'm getting an unsettled feeling. Hopefully no homeless people are up here that are mean and evil. But let's try to get... is there anybody in this building with me? Is the construction worker that supposedly died in this building, are you here with me? If you are here with me, make a noise. Make yourself known. Never in my years have I thought I'd be coming back to this location, or let alone be inside the actual facility where this supposedly happened. But I try to let the ghost, if there is a ghost up here, again, I think it was just a person that I saw that day. Probably was a construction worker. I'm sure they were going through this building and he probably was just interested to see what I was doing. So that probably wasn't a ghost. Is this place haunted? I don't know, but it does give off weird vibes. I'm not going to lie. It gives off weird vibes. So there's a possibility, but I mean, I'm up here by myself. Wait. I think I hear talking. I think I hear people talking outside. I do not want to get caught inside this building. Let's go ahead and go down the steps. I'll just run for it if I see anybody in here. I probably shouldn't be touching anything, but I am touching the rail just for balance wise. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before we get caught. I know I can be on the railroad tracks, but I don't know. Maybe those voices carried from outside. Okay, we made it down to the lower floor now. Now I feel a whole lot safer because we can just run straight out that way. But we're gonna go out the same way we came in. This is your last chance. Is there anybody here with me? Is the construction worker that supposedly lost his life in this building? Are you here? And if you're here, please make yourself known. I got like goosebumps. I don't know if this will show up on the camera, but I got goosebumps. Is anyone here? All right. I don't think there's any ghost here. Let's get out of here before I get caught. We're just gonna go out the same way I came in. Right here, through this window. Let's get out of here. There's that hole in the fence. I'll feel better once we're actually back on the railroad tracks. There we go. All right. We made it back onto the railroad tracks. When I was in there, I did get some weird vibes. I don't know if that was mainly because I was worried about getting spotted inside or if it was the ghost. I'll show you guys where I saw that construction worker at though. I was around this area. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but the person looking at me, he was standing right here. The construction worker, he was standing like right about here, facing me this way. And I turned my back, and when I looked around, he was gone. So he only would have had to go this way, but if you went this way, then surely I'd be able to see him, because again, this walkway was a whole lot clearer, so it was a clearer path where you're just able to walk across right there. So, and I was only turned away not even a minute, guys, before I looked back just to see if he was still staring at me. But he was standing right there, just standing still, staring at me. If I would have seen him walked, sure, I don't think he went this way, not unless there's like there could be a door down here or something. Maybe he walked into it. Okay, so there is a door down there. So it's possible that that construction person probably walked through that door, or I don't know if that was out the way we got in, but he could have just walked in through that way also. So, I mean, that's very possible. Ugh. Yeah, he was just standing like right there, just looking at me. And at the time, that fence wasn't there. So he was just standing right there. So he could have walked off this way also too. And again, I was standing like somewhere around over here. Like somewhere around over here. Okay, guys. I think that's gonna be the end of the vlog video. I don't know. Not saying homeless people are violent, but you just never know the type of people you can run into. But look at this drone. I like that. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go home. And there's something written on there. I don't know what it says, but I think I'm gonna get up out of here, go home, review the footage. Maybe we caught something on camera, maybe we didn't, but that is my spooky true story, by the way. You know what? I just realized something. There is a door. So I think what happened was that construction worker walked this way and he went into that door, and that's why I didn't see him. Is there a ghost in that haunted building? I don't know. We went inside, we checked it out. Didn't make itself known to me. I am happy that I got up out of there though, giving off weird vibes. But now I'm walking back to my vehicle. With that, guys, that is going to be the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for joining me. And tomorrow is the start of spooky season officially, because tomorrow is October 1st, or maybe it's the 31st. I think it's October 1st tomorrow. So we got some spooky videos coming up for October, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.